Well, since we finally have some parts in, we can start working on this thing again. I'm gonna take the rear clip off, it's just floating here. Gonna take it off, start buttoning it up, and we can slap her on the car. So we got the other hinge pin brace. We got our pills, so I just gotta figure out what I want to put on, and we can put the hinge pins in and slap that together, and then I can work on the axles. Alright, so the kit gives you one, I guess this is kick up, 5 degrees of toe, or 0 degrees. So I'm not sure what to choose yet. Alright, so just to start out, I decided to do just 0 everything. And then once I get a feel for it, then I'm going to tune with all these here. Because I'm actually pretty new to like adjustable hinge pin systems. I'm just gonna learn the system and go from there. Right, now that the rear end is put together, I rebuilt my drive shaft with fresh pins. Now we can finally put it on the car, but since this is the tuning kit chassis, this has a whole bunch of tuning options. It has different mounting locations for the rear diff, as well as the chassis brace. Then we get to the chassis braces. This is what came off it. The tuning kit comes with another chassis brace, but after further inspection, they're the same length. But we have to decide our mounting location. I've decided to go with the new chassis brace just because, I mean, it's new. Gotta decide my setting, and we're gonna go with a brand new DE Racing skid plate. Alright, everything's all bolted down and secure. We did everything as far back as it could, so the chassis brace is at the last point, and same with the rear diff. We've got our DE Racing skid plate. And most importantly, everything spins beautifully. Next part is to create some rear dog bones, put those on, set up our rear links, put those on, and to put our rear wing on. The rear end is pretty much all put together. Now I just need to put my wing on. So I built my wing up. I went with the Proline, I don't know what the model is, but I got a Proline wing, as well as the Gen 2 wing mount. Now with the wing mount, they give you 2 spacers. They give you these little thin spacers, or they give you these thick, beefy spacers. So I gotta decide what I'm gonna put on. I think I'm gonna lean. I think I'm leaning towards these. I think it looks best with this. So I think we're gonna go with these big mamma jammas, and we'll throw the wing on. So I've decided to go with the smaller spacers because my screws aren't long enough for the bigger spacers. So I don't have other screws. So screw it. We're gonna go with the smaller mounts. There we go. Wing is installed. And I changed my mind again. I went with No spacers. Long story, but rear end is all done. Except for the shocks, but I'd prefer to do the shocks in one shot. So we have the rear end complete. Now we can, we're probably going to start the front end next. Or we might do the radio tray. Or we might mount the engine, I don't know.